Which type of content in 2026 works the best?
The answer is probably going to be determined by you guys. I'm personally team long form.
Short form is easier, it's quicker. The guy who's coming out, this man produces one piece of content every day at 5 p.m.
She is the co-host of Track Talk Pod with over 100 episodes worldwide.
Please welcome Josh Anglo.
Emma Novak.
I have started and stopped like plenty of times. You hit a wall. It's either you just like you working through the wall or you're like, okay, maybe this is like a sign.
I ordered the cheapest mics I could find off Amazon, camera that was 10 years old, and I stacked up boxes as a tripod and we made it work.
My mom's car broke down. I remember just sitting at the dealership and being like, this, bro. Like, I'm low-key like a little bit of a loser.
It's so tiring. And like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it is. It's a job in itself.
I wasn't blessed with like any of like the traditional like talents, but for some reason I'm really good at this one thing.
It's a time commitment for sure, but I've never once regretted starting it.
I think it's time we do a little fun activity. This is where we're gonna define what side is gonna win tonight. Long form or short form?
Long form.
Which type of content in 2026 works the best?
Is it long form or is it short form? So the answer is probably going to be determined by you guys sitting in this room. I'm personally team long form. I've been doing it for 6 years.
I mean, I've also been doing it for 6 years, but I'm a big short form guy.
I don't know.
It's so much easier to bounce off. It's quicker, it's smoother, and you can grab attention. And I think the majority of the reasons of the thing that we posted were short form.
I don't know, but you make a lot of money on long form.
Okay.
I got you there.
So yes, we do want you to interact. We do want you to have your opinions. We have two of the creators who represent each side and who we think have been doing it in the city for a very, very long time. They're both going to be here.
We also couldn't have done this event without our event sponsor. So huge shout out to Winnipeg Wilding for sponsoring the event, for believing in us, and yeah, for putting on the event. So I'm really excited.
You guys have heard of Winnipeg Wilding?
Yeah. At least you've seen their content, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we asked you before, but the kind of response was kind of lame. But like, who's here for a team short form? Raise a hand.
I almost raised my hand.
Raise hands. Let's do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
Jeremy, put down your hand. Come on,
12.
you're team long form.
So we got 11 people for team short form.
Who's team long form? Right here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3,
we got
4,
two
5,
hands.
6, 7. 7.
Okay, we don't have that many people in the room, so someone's voting twice. That's okay. I mean, okay, yes, I am team long form.
Yes.
Sorry, no, I'm not. I'm team short form. I like short form. So I'm going to bring out someone who I think represents short form in Winnipeg the best. Are you going to bring out someone for long form then?
Yeah.
Okay, but like, I'm just gonna say my case here. Short form is easier, it's quicker. My guy, like the guy who's coming out, this man produces one piece of content every day at 5 p.m. He wakes up no matter what. His goal is to produce a piece of content.
For the people that do long form content, I think you can attest to the value that long form content has, not only on your personal brand, but your content creation, the ability to carry a conversation, whether that's through a physical camera, vlog style, or a podcast or an event like this. The connections that you build, the authenticity that you carry with long form content, you don't get to see that on short form. And you also make a lot more money, so.
Yeah, money or views, because my guy pulls in 1 million+ views a video.
Yeah, well, I mean, the person that I'm gonna bring in, she's worldwide.
Worldwide how?
Podcasting.
Okay, fair. Okay, enough talk, should we bring him out? Yeah. I said enough talk, should we bring him out? Okay, fair. All right, representing short form for Winnipeg, this man just won Creator of the Year with the Winnipeg Nightlife Awards. He produces one piece of content every day, no matter rain, shine, grind, personal things going on, life going on. This man is showing up every single day. He had 1 million+ followers on TikTok, and his storytelling, captivating, skits, funny as fuck. Please welcome Josh Anglo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's dabbing up people on the way in.
He's hype. hey.
Give a round of applause for Josh Anglo, everybody.
Yeah.
Do I start talking now? Is this on?
Yeah, it
Hello?
is.
Do I start? Hey.
I thought you were going to take the whole 3 minutes.
I thought I was going to take the whole 3 minutes too. I forgot how long the intro to that song was.
Yeah.
Dope song though.
You know what
So
I've also
fire.
realized? Like, anytime like people or like musicians go on stage, like they dap each other like it's the first time they've ever met. Like, I met this guy, like I met the guy when he walked in, but we just dapped each other like it was the first time we've ever met.
It makes me look like I belong here. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, everyone in the crowd is my boy.
Well, it's only right for me to bring on my teammate.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, she is the co-host of Track Talk Pod. It is a motorsport podcast with over 100 episodes worldwide. They have a series on IndyCar series. If you haven't heard that before, it's pretty special. They've done insane episodes. They're a female in a male-dominated sport, and they're killing it. Please welcome to the stage, Emma Novak. Let's go! Long form.
Why did you guys cheer like that for me? What the hell is that?
Hey,
I
their
was
team.
bouncing around and it was like a really awkward silence. What the hell was that?
You got a song, okay?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm so sorry. Hey, this is a live podcast. This is what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever Tool for Eyes live long form podcast.
Wow.
Crazy.
Is this on? Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
We do a check.
What
one,
an
two?
honor.
Check.
Check 1 2.
Check 1 2.
Come on, you're a podcaster. Let's go.
Yeah, I usually sit in a room with a camera. That's it.
Yeah.
Not people.
We all know that content creation is not easy. Everyone in this room knows it. But Josh, I'm gonna start with you. First question: what does it mean to be a content creator?
I think it's just like a way for me to, I know it sounds super cliche, but like it's a way for me to just like get these ideas out of my brain. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen any of my content. It's really weird. Like, it's really, really weird. And I think if like making content wasn't such a cool thing to do, I wouldn't be able to get these like weird ideas out of my head, and I just kind of like sit with them and just like stir in my room, and I just probably go crazy. So to me, like it's like a way for me to like be myself and like show the world who I am, without having to like kind of like conform really to like just like like a social norm. You know what I mean? It sounds really cliche, but it's very true.
So it's like a way for you to be authentic to yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's like you get free reign to do anything you want. No, like literally anything I want to do, I could just like film it and put it on.
Even when what it feels like for an animal to get fired from a job.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like I don't know how I think of it, but I do, and it works. And for some reason, I don't know why. I think I'm cursed because all these ideas just keep coming to my head, and I just can't get them out. So,
Emma,
it's dope.
what does it mean for you to be a content creator?
I think it means, like, for me, having a space to express myself, to find people that I connect with on things that I like, things that I enjoy, and things that they enjoy as well. So it's about broadening your social circle. Obviously, like, I've been lucky enough to connect with people all over the world because of this. It also, I don't know, I'm trying to think. It's so important, kind of like, what Josh says, to be able to just put yourself out there. And with content creation, it's easy enough to do that. And you're not worried about, oh my God, I'm sorry, this is live, so I'm kind of being thrown off for a little bit. It's just about expressing yourself. That's the most important thing to me.
100%.
Our show, the reason why we started this was a reason to show the rise, because everyone in this room either has started creating content or is looking to start creating content, get more eyes on your content, or like monetize and take it to the next level. Would everyone agree to some extent? And so if we take that initial step of getting started, sometimes that is the most difficult part of that all. And I'm sure the people on the stage here, like for example, Emma, when you wanted to start Track Talk Pod, what's the story behind how that started?
I got into Formula One. This is a motorsports podcast. I got into Formula One. I had no friends who watched it, no one in my family who watched it. One girl on the internet who happened to live in Winnipeg who watched it. So we became friends through social media. And as a joke, we were like, should we start a podcast? Like, do people want to listen to us talk? Apparently the answer was yes. So I ordered the cheapest mics I could find off Amazon, and I used my camera that was 10 years old, and I stacked up boxes as a tripod, and we made it work. And I think similarly to what you were talking about, our audio didn't work for one of the mics, like for the first episode. So whenever I tell people about our podcast, I'm like, don't listen to the first 3 episodes. We had no idea what we were doing, but we did it because we wanted to. And even if we had one listener at the end of the day and it was, my mom, it's still another listener. It's still a way for us to talk about what we want to talk about, to put our voices out there. And I think for me, since I was younger, I knew I always wanted my name attached to something. I think everyone is like, I want to be famous. I want to be a singer. I want to be an actor. But I just wanted to be proud of something I could put my name on. And the podcast has made that possible. And it started with shitty USB mics and boxes,
And now we're holding Shure mics.
Oh my God.
We made it. But honestly, to your point, it's the consistency. Mm-hmm. And that's the hardest part, right? In podcasting, I want to let you guys in on a little secret. It's a game of 7. So if you get past 7 episodes, your podcast will be successful. We almost gave up at what? 4?
Yeah, so the natural stat is like 90% of podcasts stop after 6 or 7. And the whole reason is, I like the smirk. Out of all people, I did not expect you to throw that one out there.
You look like the bastard.
But yeah, it's around 7 episodes where you realize how hard it actually is.
Yeah.
And that goes for a lot of different things in this world as well. Josh, do you remember what? Because you've had a little run of like doing content and then taking a break, going back and forth. Like, what made you want to keep starting?
I have started and stopped like plenty of times, and it's one of those things like you do content and then like I think you guys all kind of feel it, like you hit a wall, mm-hmm. and then like you're like, it's either you just like keep working through the wall or you're like, okay, maybe this is like a sign. And it's like something I've been like kind of fighting with I've been making content for like 6 years, so I've been fighting with that for like 6 years. Finally now I'm like, yeah, like content is what I want to do.
What was the breakthrough? Like what got you out of that slump of, you know what, I'm going to put it out when I feel like it?
I think like having $0 in my bank account was like a huge, huge like...
yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, like... It's like one of those things like for some reason I know I'm good at it, yeah, and I know I could get better at it. I have a huge capacity to get better at it, and for some reason I wasn't blessed with like any of like the traditional like talents, but for some reason I'm really good at this one thing, and I just gotta like ride with it, and that's what I do. And that's when I decided, I was like, you know what, like I'm not that book smart. I can't sing, fortunately, even if I'm Filipino. I can dance, but only like at the club, really.
They'll teach you.
And I'm not that good at basketball. So all of the cliche stuff is kind of out the window. I kind of had to like just make my own lane. And yeah, now I'm like doing what I do, and I don't even like. There's days where I don't even want to film anything, but I feel like regardless of whatever lane you're in, you're gonna hit a wall where you're like, I don't want to do it, but you're still gonna do it even still. Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now.
Emma, what was that like for you in terms of podcasting? It's a whole different game. You're sitting there for maybe 2 to 3 hours, mm-hmm. Then you have to listen to yourself again, edit the episode, then pick the best moments to clip and post. And so what was that like for you, the consistency aspect?
It's so tiring. And like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it is. It's a job in itself, podcasting, recording, editing. clipping, like all of it. And like, I'm not saying this to deter any of you away from it, because once that final product is out, you feel so good and so proud of what you did. But it's hard. You know, I'm self-taught when it comes to podcasting, all of this. You know, I Googled how to do everything. I Googled how to edit. I took a media literacy class in grade 7. And I was like, I think I know how to do this. But it's just so much drive. Like, I want to do this. I want to put out something that, you know, other people can enjoy. It's not just for me and my co-host. Her name is Hannah. So if I drop a name Hannah, that's her. But it is a lot sometimes, you know, when we're sitting there recording for over an hour and then I need to go and edit it. I was just chatting earlier and I was like, sometimes I wish I could hire an editor, but at the same time, like, I don't think
I know a guy. He's sitting to the right of me.
Yeah, but then I don't know if I could, you know, I'm so type A about it that like, I want to make sure the product that we put out is like up to my standards, that I couldn't do it. So it's like, okay, this is what I've signed up for. I'm going to edit. I'm going to make sure that what we put out there is what we want to put out there. Mm-hmm. So it's a time commitment for sure, but I've never once regretted starting it.
Josh, do you have a story that like stands out, especially in the moments where it's hard? Like, you're saying you need to pay your bills, you need to get things done, but you have a job, you are managing all these different things, and then every day you have to post a piece of content, and every single day, I don't think you've missed. Have you?
I missed like a week's worth when I was on a trip, so I don't really count it. Otherwise, all the time that I'm in the city, I'm posting every single day. But I haven't missed since July last year. So we're if you take that week out, we're going on a year. Story that really like stands out to me, I think it was like 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. I was kind of in that slump where I was feeling like I just want to post when I want to, and I don't really care. Like, I'm just gonna do whatever I want, and whatever. Like, I'll get whatever bag. And then my mom's car broke down, and she had to buy a new car. She started leasing a new car, and I was with her throughout the whole process because, like, I'm the only dude in the family, so she like just needed me to be there, and just like watching the whole thing go down. And my mom's like, she's like in her 60s, and she was like, I don't know if my pension can cover this lease, and it just started a fire in me. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just need to be able to like provide, at least for my mom, you know, like. At the time, I was barely providing for myself, so I was like, something has to change. I was posting like once every like 2 weeks, only when I felt like it. I was like bartending, and it was just like whatever. I was like just living a very like half-assed life. I was sleeping until 12 every day, and then I remember just sitting at the dealership and being like, "Fuck this, bro! Like, I'm low-key like a little bit of a loser, and I don't want to do this for the rest of my life." So I like just like hiked my skirt up a little bit. I like started posting more. I got a full-time job, quit that job to like post even more, and now I am where I am, and it's decent. Yeah. It's good. It's better. I'm again so much room to grow, but yeah.
Who's had a similar situation? Like, raise your hands if you're a content creator and you've been in a spot where it's just not clicking, and you have to make a choice between like, do I go full force into this, or do I not? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Adrian, can we pass the mic to Adrian?
Pass the mic to Adrian.
Adrian, right here, right in front of you, brother. Talk to me about your experience. What was that like for you?
So for those of you who don't know, Adrian has 3 million on TikTok, and
you want to take my spot, bro? Like, you might as well, right?
You should be up here.
Posting funny content on like literally anything. I think the one video that I saw of him was like making pickup lines in his car and like
do the laugh, crazy. Do the laugh, do the laugh, do the laugh, do the laugh.
Do the laugh on the mic. That was the laugh.
No, it's funny because me and Josh go way back. I remember I thought he lived in like Calgary. I thought in Toronto. I thought he lived he thought I lived in Calgary. I remember I was working at the restaurant at one time, and then it was really dead. And I remember like there was I think Josh was taking a like he was there at the end of the table, and then I remember like I was serving him sushi, and he was like, by the end of it, it's like we knew we were recognizing each other, and then Josh went up to me, and after that he was paying for it. I got nervous because I was like, man, like I've seen this guy's videos, he's so funny, and then like I was like, hey, is your name Josh? And he's like, yeah, is your name Adrian? And literally like from then on,
are we
like,
best friends?
Yeah, it was like, dude, it was like love at first sight.
It really is.
Yeah, so a lot of people like for content creating wise, running into a wall. You gotta get really, really good at the idea of like, you gotta find things that stick with you. If you go watch Josh's stuff, like you'll find patterns. I know there's go-to things that people go through. Like, yes, for me, it's my laugh. At one point, it was like this meme about like Sarah from 5 miles away when you go on like those sites where you watch like illegal movies or something like that. Like, and so you find something that sticks with you. A lot of people don't notice. I did for you guys that know. I'm a big fan of both long form and short form. I did daily vlogging for 151 days in a row, daily post edits, and then I got like. After like 150 days of doing it, I got like 50 subs on YouTube. I was like, man. And then like half of those were like asking people like, hey, I'll sub to your channel if you sub to mine, right? So there was that. But then you get really, really good at like talking to a camera, getting faster at editing, things like that. I took those things I learned at TikTok. I think first 6 months we got to like 60K. After 3 months we got 100. And then it just blew up from there. We go to 100 to like 1.2 million. And the biggest, you will find slumps here and there. The biggest thing why people fail in content creation is they worry about what the other people think. Of like, hey, I'm scared to be cringy, I'm scared to think. But something I always tell the people who want to create content is that if you're gonna write the story of your own life, why would you give someone else the pen?
A little clap
good.
up for that one.
That was good. That's a
Nav,
snap.
you do content creation as well. What's your side? Devo, can we pass the mic up here, bro? I want to get his thoughts as well.
I think it comes from discipline. Like you just have to you got to ingrain into your head, right? If this is the path you want to choose, you got to have like systems set in place. So when you're feeling good, you got to know that there's going to be times where you're not going to feel good. Mm-hmm. And it's like maybe having like even just backlog of content for that specific slot of time where you're like, okay, I'm not going to be able to make new stuff. I know, like for example, we just had a pretty rough winter, pretty cold, right? And then for me, I was like at the end of fall, I knew, okay, this is what's gonna happen. So what I did was I mass edited a whole bunch of videos just to prepare, because I know I don't function without the sun at all. Yeah. Like I'm zero energy. So like, okay, I know I'm gonna take like this block of time. I'm just gonna prepare myself as best as I can to tackle that slop period. I think that's one way. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
So Emma, you mentioned something, or Adrian mentioned about climbing Cringe Mountain, and it's one of the hardest things to do.
The double mic action is real. I love it.
As someone who's like starting a podcast, it's not like the coolest thing to do in the world, and there's a lot of cringe that you got to go through. Do you have a story, a moment that like stands out in that sense, and like what makes you want to keep pushing and keep going?
Yeah, I think a moment for me that kind of started out, we had already been in the motorsports scene for, I don't know if it's really cringe, but it like kind of made me want to keep going, was it was after a race, so our focus is Formula One, IndyCar, a little bit of NASCAR, that sort of stuff. So it was after a race. It's very common for people in the industry, people who are attending the race, to like, at the end of the weekend, you just go out and you just enjoy, you network, you drink, that sort of stuff. And I found myself in a conversation with someone who was very prominent in the IndyCar industry. And it was, when someone is like if you're wearing a brand t-shirt, it's like, okay, name five songs. It was like that with this guy. And he was like, okay, well, what happened during the 2011 IndyCar or Indy 500? And I was like, I was 12. I don't know what happened during the 2011 IndyCar 500, whatever. So I found myself in a conversation with him about that. And like, it almost seemed like he was downplaying what I do, because I was like, no, I'm a media member, like I'm supposed to be here. And he's like, oh, you're just an influencer. And I was like, nope, like I'm actually a member of the media. I'm here to report. I'm here to talk about the drivers, here to talk about storylines. So I don't know if it was really necessarily cringy, but it was like hurtful. Like I felt like I just had to like prove myself to this one person in the industry. And it's like, I just spent the last 3 days, like no sleep, just editing, just producing content, like at the race. And then after that conversation, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, I don't need to prove myself to this guy. And then like after chatting with other people at the bar, they were like, yeah, no, what you're doing is totally valid, like totally fine. Like he's gonna just shit on everybody who tries to interfere with his space. So like, it was like a moment where I felt so down. I was like, damn, like what am I doing? Like, I don't know what happened during the 2011 Indy 500. Like maybe I don't belong here. But then like, I don't know, like logic kicked in and I was like, nah, I absolutely do belong here. So it's just, you need to, one, surround yourself with people that do support you. So as soon as he left, my actual friends came up and they were like, nope, like ignore him. And then afterwards it was just like, it was a good reminder, like, yeah, I don't need to prove myself to him. I'm gonna keep doing what I wanna do and like still produce the content that I wanna produce. Like this one person in this one world does not matter, even though he really thought he did.
And that's
Respect.
And that's the biggest thing, right? Like it's dealing with people's opinions. Like my biggest fear was, oh, what are my friends gonna say? And then I realized my friends from high school don't really matter. I haven't talked to people since high school, so.
I was very much on TikTok in COVID, like I think a lot of people were. And I think during that, so this was short form, mad respect to short form, I still do it. But during that time, I was like, I'm having so much fun making stupid little Harry Potter TikToks, like I'm gonna keep doing this, like, and I didn't care what people thought. And then when we started the podcast, I think like I still had that mindset where I was like, I do not care what people think. Like I'm having so much fun, I'm gonna keep doing this. So, whereas my co-host Hannah, she never did short form content. This was very new to her. And so I'm glad that she had me to like walk her through like, no, it's okay that your face is out there. It doesn't matter what people think. Like if you're having fun and you wanna do this, like we're just gonna keep doing it.
Yeah. My question is like, if content's so hard and you do so much of it and you gain nothing out of it for a really long time until you make it, why do it? Couldn't you just like work a normal 9 to 5 and?
I do.
Yeah.
I do both. I don't know, it's fun. Like it's why do anything? Why have a hobby? You know, like, you know, I love to read on my spare time. I'm not gonna make money from reading, but I'm still gonna do it. You know, it's the point. It's like you wanna have these little things in life you look forward to. And sometimes that is like one Instagram message from someone on the other side of the world being like, oh my God, I love your videos, you know? And like, that is so heartwarming. And like, it's like, okay, my next video, like that's for you. Like, I'm gonna shout you out in our next podcast, like that sort of stuff. So, yeah.
Exactly. And going off that, like, I think with just the way like social media has progressed in the last like, 10 years, I think a lot of people get into it because they're like, oh, that's a bag. But I always knew there was a bag to it, but I don't think you should be doing it if you don't actually enjoy what you're doing. If you're like, there's a lot of people out there who are like putting out just like AI video, and I'm not like trying to shit on AI or whatever, but like,
no,
like
you can shit on AI.
I'll shit on it a little bit, but like people who are just like they're like, I can get a bag out of this, but I have like my heart's not in it. I think it just takes all the fun out of it. So like for people who are like, they're like putting out content that they actually like, you watch it and you're like, I like this, I'm gonna put it out, and it doesn't get the numbers or whatever that you're like hoping it will. Who cares, man? You made a good video, you know? Like, and if you're the only person in the world who thinks it's a good video, it's still a good video. You know, it's my video. Like, fuck. What the fuck do you know? You weren't even there to like watch me do it. I killed that shit.
I think also like small wins are very important. Like we talked about Carlene being our little small win for this thing, and like Emma, you mentioned the random person across the world. Was there a moment where you felt like, oh, this is happening? Like I'm doing this, whether it's the first brand deal, whether it's the first trip that you got, whether it's the first time you interviewed the CEO of Ford, whether it was whatever that was. When was the first time you like realized, oh, I'm here and I'm doing this?
I think it was about 6 months into our first year doing it. Me and Hannah never started it for anything other than the enjoyment of motorsports. We never went into it for the money. We never went into it for the opportunities. We were like, we just want to yap about something that we enjoy, and that was it. But it was about 6 months in, I got a DM on TikTok from Circuit of the Americas, which is a notable racetrack in Austin, Texas. And they were like, hey, check your DMs. Or it was a comment that said, hey, check your DMs. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was out in public at a cheerleading competition. I was freelancing, I was doing photography, and I was camera in one hand and my phone in the other. And I was okay. So I checked our DMs, and they were inviting us out to this media event in Austin, and to connect with other creators and people in the space. And we were 6 months in, and we were like, is this real? They want us? We literally, how we promote ourselves when we first started is we're just two girls from Canada talking about motorsports. We are in a very polarizing field. We are in a male dominated space. What do you mean you want us to go to Austin? And it was such I've had a lot of what's the word? Imposter syndrome. A lot of imposter syndrome the first few years of doing this, because I'm still what do you want me to talk about this, or you want to work with me, or it's weird. And I think I still get these moments, but I think that was the first one. It was 6 months in, and we were very fortunate at that moment to get that opportunity, because we know we were still very young in this space. But yeah, I think at that moment we were we could be something.
Yeah. What about you, Josh? When did you realize, oh shit, this is happening?
I as corny as it sounds, I kind of knew it was gonna happen the day I decided it was gonna happen. I thought everyone was gonna go when I said that. No, it is corny. It is corny.
Let's go. Hype him up. Let's go.
But if I had a concrete moment of when I knew I was oh, I'm on. I got in 2023. I had just been just posting every single day, whatever, and I got this opportunity. I got flown out to London, and I was in this ad for the Body Shop. It's Bath and Body Works.
Yeah,
you guys know the Body Shop.
The good products.
We have it here. It's not.
We do.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, yeah. Well, for a while, my face, I got flown out there because I had really bad skin at the time, and I had just been posting so much that people who were looking for just kind of models, whatever, actors, whatever, they just needed someone with ass skin, and I had ass skin. So they flew me out.
How did you feel about that? You were just
It was a double-edged sword. It sucked having bad skin, and I had to go on camera and I was still handsome, but I had really bad skin. But it felt cool, because I was you know what? Had I been insecure about my skin, had I been insecure about being cringe, these guys wouldn't have seen me. And I got a full free trip to London. I remember standing on a dock, listening to "Laugh Now, Cry Later" by Drake and Lil Durk in my headphones. Sun was setting, and I'm just looking over this. There's the London Bridge, and then the London water. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what lake that is.
Just imagine the London water.
But I remember just gazing over the horizon, and I was man, my life is fucking awesome, bro.
Everything the light touches is mine.
Exactly, yeah. I was the world is in my hands. There's more opportunities that could come out of this as long as I put my bussy into it. So I've been. Yeah.
Love that.
I think that was number one concrete moment where I was yeah, I could do this for real.
And those small wins just keep you going. I remember the first time when we got a subscriber, and individual of not our friends and family, and being yo, this is happening. And then those moments just keep getting bigger and bigger, because the one thing that I personally don't do a lot is reflect on things, because you're going one content piece to another, we're going one guest to another, we're going event from this to this, and like sometimes when I look back, I'm like, yo, we've been doing this for 200 episodes. We've been doing this for 204 episodes. Like, that's fun. That's so cool.
That is super cool.
And we have we've created this space where we have some of the coolest people in our city doing cool things in cool places. Like, the reflection part is hard. How much of this game is like learning from stuff that you've done before and like posting stuff out there and being like, this worked, this didn't? The whole analogy of throwing spaghetti at the wall.
Literally just everything. And I think going into like the meat and potatoes of this whole podcast, that's why I like short form so much. It's because every single day, yeah, and for some people it's multiple times a day, but you could just throw as much shit at the wall as you want. And it's nice because it gives you the opportunity to like just keep trying new shit. And then you figure out what works, what doesn't work, what you like, what you don't like, how I could have done this better. And in like these small intervals, you like figure out that like, you figure out what you're good at. And I think that's why I ride so hard for short form, because it's the reason why I'm good at what I do. It's because I've had so much trial and error.
Is it quality over quantity?
A little bit of both. Like I think people who just do quantity and you just like put out something just to post, I think you're kind of like cheapening like the craft of it.
Yeah.
I will never put out a video that I don't personally like. Mm-hmm. But I will I'll always put out a video, whatever. But I'm not afraid to like try something new. Mm-hmm. So even if it's something new and I know I'm like not necessarily good at it, I'm still gonna put it out. Yeah. Just cause like, what if somebody actually does like this? You know, I mean, isn't that the whole essence of just like social media, like of like putting yourself out there? Yeah. Like you're just kind of like testing the waters and then seeing what people like.
See, I like long form because you can track analytics. Mm-hmm. So if you're a data geek like myself, it's the best thing ever. You can see the retention graphs. You can see what thumbnail works. You can, on YouTube specifically, there is trial thumbnails. So what we do is we create 3 or 4 graphics for thumbnails, and we'll test them, A, B, C, or D. Don't know my alphabet, apparently. And it works. The analytics side to it is working. Emma, how much do you guys pay attention to analytics on the short form side versus long form side?
Oh, that's a good question. I'd say we pay more attention on the long form side, just because that is what when we have partnerships, that's what they want to know, because that's our main platform is the podcast. And so they don't care how many views we're bringing in on a reel that we post. They want to know how many listeners we get, how many downloads we get. So it's so important. And like, I think the first time that I realized that the platform I used to post went into like crazy detail, and I saw like dots pop up all around the world of our listeners, I was like, who the fuck in New Zealand is listening to us right now? Like, it's just, so it was amazing, but it was so jarring as well. But I think the analytics for me on the long form side are so much more important, because that's what I'm selling. I'm selling long form content, and then it makes the teams, it makes the brands like want to work with us, because they know that we're putting out trusted material and material that people listen to. Does that answer your question?
100%. Yeah.
I think it's time we do a little fun activity, what they call. This is going to involve everyone standing up when I say, and it's going to involve you guys brushing shoulders, but this is where we're gonna define what side is going to win tonight. Long form or short form?
Long form.
So in a moment, we're all going to stand up, and one side of the room is going to be long form, and the other side is going to be short form. And we're just going to do this because Josh's sitting on this side. So towards this side is going to be short form, and towards that side is going to be long form. We're going to ask you a series of questions, and you're going to choose what side of the room you believe that belongs on. So if you believe that, long form is more, go to one side. If you believe short form is more, go to the other side. If you think, it could be in the middle, don't go in the middle, pick a side. Okay? Does that make sense? So you are going to get up, you are going to brush shoulders with one another. That's okay, because you're here to make friends.
Short.
So, short form?
Short form.
Cool side, lame side.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so let's start with this. The first question is, if you are trying to get attention, what style of content would you want to create?
Everyone better go on that.
Everyone stand up. You just want attention.
Eyes.
You want people, you want eyes, you want viewers, you want...
Yeah, that is
That's so facts, because
Victor, stay there.
Let's split the crowd a little bit. If you want to make money, are you going to create short form content or are you going to create long form content?
Yeah. Come on my side.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. There we go. Thank you.
Now we have a split. I like this. Daniel, the money guy.
Do we have a wireless mic?
What you can walk up here.
Daniel,
come
on over here.
Come here.
Come
Shout out to
come on,
Daniel.
come
Let's
on.
go.
Big money
Daniel,
guy.
why do you think short form content makes you money?
Long form. Or did he say short form?
I said short.
Oh, never mind.
I think it depends, to be honest. I just think now in like 2026, like people's attention span, very low. That's why, like, I think for those of you who know me and follow me, like, my reel is like, if I'm giving value, it's 30 to 45 seconds. But like, if I do a dark reel with value, it's like 6 seconds. Like people get it and then they're good. So that's what I would say. Okay. Good.
Clap it up for Daniel, everyone. Carlene, why do you think long form content gets you money?
She's taking long form to answer this.
I feel like long form makes you money because you get that, like they said, the long time to like relate, see you, understand you, see themselves like in your shoes. And because you build that trust, I feel like that's how you can make the money from it.
Yeah. Clap it up for Carlene.
Yeah.
Get in.
Come on up here. Come on up here. What's your name, sir? Miracle. What a beautiful name.
Yo,
What a beautiful name.
what the
Make a
hell?
miracle happen right now.
You're gonna walk on water.
And also, you can make money on ads. So, long form is more good, like to make money on ads.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
I really like your jorts.
Emmanuel, brother,
Come on up here, Emmanuel.
why do you think short form makes more money?
Well, for me, I don't know if you guys know me. I'm a stand-up comedian. So.
Oh, that's where I know you from. Rumors.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Look at that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's crazy. Yeah, no. Short form for me is because I don't get paid on content. I have to be live and in person. And the quickest way to get a show or booking or like picked up, like I did a bunch of festivals this year, and it's because they saw a bit of me and then they saw a live show and then they booked me. So short form for me is kind of the way to go. Yeah.
Let's go.
Word.
Jeremy, come on up here. Did I get it right this time? No, Jeffrey. His name's Jeffrey.
Okay, perfect.
Why do you think short form content gets you money?
Why do you think short form makes money? Long form. Okay.
Let's go.
I feel like okay, so I make a lot of like faith-based content, and I like to create invitational conversations about difficult things to talk about. And I feel like short form is a great way to get people excited about something, get people intrigued, to provoke thought. But long form are for people who are actually interested in learning and growing in their faith and growing in knowledge. So I feel like long term is where the actual impact is at. Short form is more about views and likes and comments. It's more about like quick engagement, but long form is like where people are actually being impacted, right? And for me, personally, it's not about money at all. Money is like a benefit, so yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Prince, I'm gonna call you out, buddy. Prince, what are your thoughts? Why do you think short form makes the most money?
Also, both of these guys are co-founders of a dance studio and do dance content, but yet they're on two different sides. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, my teammates on the other side, guys, but like, for me, I think like time is money. So let's say you have 48 hours in a day, you'll be making double the money, right? Not that you do the same job for a longer period of time, but you'll be doing something more. For let's say that you're doing like a 1 hour content. Let's say you're doing a YouTube video for 1 hour. I know that it ads gets you paid, but I think personally I would do 1 minute ad like for 10 different sponsors and make the same money versus doing one ad and spending like 2 hours, 3 hours time and getting almost half the money. So for me, I feel like making smaller content gets you more money because you can get more sponsors or like get money from a lot more other people out there. So that's pretty much it.
Can I add to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So totally agree with what you're saying, but a lot of times when I find, like I'm watching on Reels on TikTok and it's a sponsored post, it's an ad, you can tell that it's the content that the creator wants to make, but it's sugar coated or it's catered to what the ad wants and it doesn't feel as genuine. Whereas when you're making an ad for the podcast, it's just an ad, like it's just a commercial. And so I think you're almost kind of limited when you're creating like a 1 minute reel. This is not to attack you at all, because like you're so right, you can probably make more by doing it, but it almost doesn't feel like as genuine of content. That's how my issue with it.
Evan, you're sitting there, but when we talk about long-form content, you just hosted a 24-hour running event to raise money, and you locked down Polo Park. What's your thoughts on long-form content and the value that it brings?
I just think, I think from an educational standpoint, long form can create more drive towards an event like Run Your Lungs Out. Short form is going to do the same. It's going to get the interactions going, but long form is going to get the lasting education into our community that's going to drive each year to become more successful and a longer lasting event for many, many years to come.
Evan, you actually brought up the next question. So if you think education, if you're trying to educate an audience, what kind of content would you create? Short form or long form?
Oh.
Yeah, come on.
You're trying to educate. You're either a marketing professional for a business, you are trying to sell a service, an event or something. You're trying to educate the audience.
Carlene.
It depends.
Why does it depend?
It depends because to get people's attention, like we have the attention span of a goldfish nowadays. So to get people's attention, first off, you need that short form content. That's how I get interested in people, is that short term content first. And then if I like you enough, then yeah, I'm gonna watch your long term content. But first and foremost, do you attract me?
Yeah, well said.
Chu, I want to hear from you.
Well, it depends is a very good answer for many things. I agree it depends, but coming from a dancer standpoint, I grew up watching VH1. Anyone? Woohoo! VH1! And sure, MTV too. But when you're trying to, coming from an educational standpoint, to really understand the artist you're trying to learn from, whether it's a musician or a dancer in my case, not only I have to watch all the music videos, but I have to watch them on repeat. There's no way I'm gonna learn like a Michael Jackson choreo without watching that a million times. So yeah, I get where you're coming from, and I understand why Prince is still there. While you shouldn't, because you know how much more views we get with the long form, but okay. But still, I think that when it comes to education, I used to teach as well, so I think that it has a bit more value, so that's why I'm sticking with long form.
We're gonna break up a business after this. Last question for the movement side. If you're trying to entertain, long form or short form?
You can do a lot of entertainment with podcasts. Come on.
People are moving. Josh. You
can't tell me you're not having fun with this. Come on. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Let's go.
You have a great argument, though.
I'm split because my whole thing is live. Like, I have to be live. Like, people online mean nothing to me. I'm sorry. It's just, you know what it is? Because in stand-up comedy, most people watch comedy via clips. Okay, so to turn your followers, like your clips into followers is like what, like a 10% turnover rate. To turn those followers into seats, I've seen people that have 1 million followers online fill up 50 seats in a room. right? Because it's so tough to convert that. So to entertain somebody for me means, are there people in the seats? And for me, it's like, I'm doing an hour of comedy. I need long form. I can't go up there and be like, hey, how's it going? Knock, knock, goodbye, right? Like I need to be there for a while. So, I mean, I'm split. Content, I guess if you're talking online, entertaining, then yeah, I'm wrong. But if you're talking live, you gotta go long form.
Jamar, come on up here, bro. I see you. What are your thoughts on this topic, man?
To entertain, eh? Yeah, to entertain.
I think it depends, right? It depends what exactly it is. But in terms of entertaining, you're able to produce more with short form, right? Of course, with the long form, you definitely can, whatever it is you're trying to promote, you're able to get that message out there. It's just easier with short form, I believe.
Cam, what are your thoughts?
To entertain, I would say, I guess, short form. At the end of the day, we have short attention spans. If you could drive a feeling that, I guess, relates with entertainment, and if you can make someone feel something, pardon me, they're more likely to remember you and watch more of your content, and then you can go ahead, convert that to whatever it is you're trying to sell. So that's my answer.
Maria, I'm surprised. Ooh. You're a podcaster, but you're on the short form side.
Girl.
For entertainment.
For entertainment.
I mean, I do think they really do just work hand in hand because, like you're not gonna get just based on how the algorithms work and everything. This is how you get your content to be known, and then people who are interested will go watch your long term. So, in terms of entertain, I would say short form, just because of our mentality in 2026, like we don't have the attention span. Like I even feel it myself, like just even though I'm interested in the topic, I'm like, I'm done, So I think they need to be both. I don't think it's smart to go, well, maybe if you're just doing short form, sure. But if you're doing long form and you're not gonna promote that with short form, I don't think you're gonna get as much views as you could with short form.
So
you raise your hand?
I
Yeah.
was gonna say it depends on where too.
Of course.
Like YouTube, I don't really watch YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
Like if I'm on YouTube, I'm in.
You're for long form, yeah.
You need 204 eyes. That's what you need.
Exactly. TikTok, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm quick.
To grab our seats here, I think we'll see if we divide it properly. But which type of content do you consume the most?
Long form.
There's a lot more seats on this, guys.
If it is on this side, that's okay. Grab your seats. We can just do it by raise my hands. But I think there was a lot of people on that short form side. What's your question?
For me,
we'll do a Q&A just in a second, Maria.
Oh, sick.
So the last part of this podcast, we want to make it as actionable as possible. A lot of times you hear a lot of things, you hear a lot of people yap, and it's like, oh, I just didn't really get anything from that. So my question to Emma and Josh, but I'll start with you, Emma. What is the most actionable piece of advice that someone in this room can take away and actually use to help with their content?
I'd say an actionable piece of advice. I'd say just start, like just do it. If you're thinking about, let's say you are a short form content creator and you're like, I have more to say than just 30 seconds, or like I want to start vlogs, or I want to start like a YouTube channel. Just honestly, just do it. Like, I know that is the most simple advice out there, but it goes a long way. And it's, you're going to be your biggest supporter, but you're always going to be like your biggest critic as well. So like listen to that support side of you, listen to like the part that wants to make something more than 30 seconds long. No offense. Like I love a short form content. I will doom scroll, but I find that there's more loyalty and there's more trust in the long form. I will keep going back to my same YouTubers, to my same podcasters, and then every other week I'm finding a new content creator on Instagram or on TikTok, and I forget about the ones I watched last week. So, and then when you're creating these long form videos, there's not only just like trust and loyalty with your viewers, but there's trust and loyalty with brands. You know, the companies and the teams that I work with, a lot of times they will contract you out. Again, this is very niche for like what I do, but I will get contracted out for an entire season or an entire like stint of a season. It's not just like one ad and done. So yeah, I find you just do it, have faith in yourself, and yeah, I think that's my biggest advice. I know it's so cliche, but you just gotta do it.
Just do it.
Same for you, Josh.
Going off from what she said, yes, definitely just start. And then, like where I found the most success is the next step after that, where it's like just keep showing up for yourself. In the past year, there hasn't been a day where I haven't shown up for myself. Meaning that doesn't mean you have to post every day. Just because like I post every day, I'm not telling you guys like you gotta like you gotta post every day. You just gotta spam whatever. But whatever showing up for yourself looks like. So if it means like I'm gonna post one video a week, every week, then just do that. If it means every other day, if it means like 3 times a day, it doesn't matter. As long as you show up to what you want, like the output that you want to do, as long as you're showing up, you'll get there eventually. And along with that, don't just keep throwing shit at the wall without learning. Keep throwing shit at the wall, but also like take if a video just doesn't get kind of the traction that you want, or like you watch it back and you're like, I could do so much better. Learn from it. That's like pretty much what all content is. It's just like learning about yourself, really. Just keep learning about like your craft and just keep trying to get better, but just have that discipline. Like like when we were talking about like my little ruts and everything, it's because I stopped showing up for myself, and that's why like things kind of just got derailed.
Yeah.
You know, but now I'm like showing up every single day, and I'm making sure that I'm there. And the only thing I've gotten from it is success. So,
yeah. Show up.
Yeah.
Yeah. My advice would be to set a date. And the reason I say that is because we always want a perfect logo. We always want a perfect name. But it's not the logo or the name that makes the name. It's you who makes the logo, right? So Tool for Eyes doesn't exist because it has a nice rocket over it. It exists because the people in this room and the people that we're putting on for the city. That's why it exists. That's the brand. That's what my thing was. But the date for this event, we could have pushed it back another week because we're like, oh, the marketing is not there. The idea is not perfected. We're like, fuck it. Let's just put it on. And you guys are here. So thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that.
We're going to go into a Q&A right away. But we, again, want to thank all of you guys for coming out. We want to thank Sanctuary for letting us host, our sponsor, Winnipeg Wild Inn, for believing in the idea and allowing us this to happen, as well as Rogue Labs for the t-shirts and the merch that our whole team is wearing. I do want to give a shout out to our team that you don't see in front of here. These guys have been working tirelessly. We have Devin, we have Brody, we have Arian behind the screen there, we have Daniel. Literally everyone's working. We get to do the easy part where we just stand here and yap, but those guys are the ones that are doing, and we would not be here without them.
So a huge shout out to them. Thank you so much for coming out to our first live podcast. Thank you to Emma. Thank you to Josh. Thank you to you guys.
Thank you.
Round of applause.
If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. And for the people in the room right now, we're going to make one intentional thing before you leave today. Make sure you meet at least 5 people and not just shake their hand. Say hi to them. Get to know who they are. Everyone in this room is here for a reason that creates some sort of content. So make use of those connections. And if you're shy or if you don't know anything, I'm going to come up to you and introduce you to someone.
204! 204!